Why am I peeing so much? 8. Causes you shouldn't ignore. Have you noticed that you're going to the bathroom much more often than usual? Maybe you're peeing every hour. Maybe you wake up 2, 3, or even 4 times every night. Or maybe you constantly feel like you need to urinate, even when your bladder isn't full. For many people, frequent urination is completely harmless. But in some cases, it can be an early warning sign of diabetes, a urinary tract infection, an enlarged prostate, or an overactive bladder. As a urologist, this is one of the most common complaints I see in my clinic. In today's video, I'll explain the 8 most common reasons why you're peeing so much, how doctors determine the cause, and when you should definitely see a doctor. Let's get started. What is frequent urination? 0.45. Before we talk about the causes, let's answer one important question. What actually counts as frequent urination? There's no perfect number. Most healthy adults urinate around 6 to 8 times per day, depending on how much they drink, the weather, and their activity level. If you suddenly notice that you're urinating much more often than usual, or you have to interrupt your daily life because you're constantly looking for a bathroom, it's worth finding out why. Let's look at the most common causes. Cause number 1. You're drinking more than you think. 120. The most common explanation is also the simplest. You're simply taking in more fluids. Many people only think about the water they drink. But coffee, tea, soft drinks, sports drinks, milk, and even soup all count toward your daily fluid intake. If you're drinking significantly more than usual, it's completely normal to urinate more often. Cause number 2. Caffeine and alcohol. 2. Yaos. Some drinks don't just increase the amount of urine your body produces, they can also irritate your bladder. That's especially true for coffee, energy drinks, black tea, alcohol. Many people notice that after drinking these beverages, they need to urinate much more frequently. If your symptoms mainly occur after caffeine or alcohol, this may be the explanation. Cause number 3. Urinary tract infection. 245. A urinary tract infection is another very common cause. The bladder becomes inflamed and irritated. As a result, your bladder sends signals to your brain even when it's almost empty. Typical symptoms include burning during urination, a constant urge to pee, cloudy urine, bad-smelling urine, sometimes blood in the urine. Fortunately, a simple urine test can usually confirm the diagnosis within minutes. Cause nashor, diabetes. 340. Frequent urination can also be one of the earliest signs of diabetes. When blood sugar becomes too high, your kidneys remove excess sugar through your urine. Sugar pulls water with it. That means your body produces much more urine than normal. If you also notice excessive thirst, unexplained weight loss, fatigue, or blurry vision, you should arrange a medical evaluation as soon as possible. Cause number 5. Overactive bladder. 435. Sometimes the bladder itself is the problem. People with an overactive bladder often produce a normal amount of urine. However, the bladder muscle contracts too early. This creates a sudden, difficult-to-control urge to urinate. Typical symptoms include frequent urination, strong urgency, waking up several times at night, and sometimes accidental urine leakage. The good news is that effective treatments are available. Cause number 6. Enlarged prostate, men. 530. If you're a man over the age of 50, an enlarged prostate is one of the most common causes. As the prostate grows, it can partially block the flow of urine. The bladder has to work much harder to empty itself. Over time, this often leads to frequent urination, getting up several times at night, a weak urine stream, or the feeling that your bladder never empties completely. This condition is extremely common and highly treatable. Cause number 7. Medications. 620. Sometimes the reason isn't a disease at all. It's your medication. Water tablets, also called diuretics, are commonly prescribed for high blood pressure, heart failure, or swelling. Their job is literally to make you urinate more. If your symptoms started after beginning a new medication, talk to your doctor before making any changes. Cause number 8, pregnancy, 655. Pregnancy is another very common reason for frequent urination. As the baby grows, the uterus puts increasing pressure on the bladder. Hormonal changes also contribute. For most women, this is completely normal and improves after delivery. How do doctors find the cause? 725. When someone comes to my clinic because they're peeing too often, I don't immediately order complicated tests. Instead, I start by asking a few simple questions. For example, how often do you urinate during the day? How many times do you wake up at night? Does it burn? Is there blood in the urine? Are you drinking more than usual? Are you constantly thirsty? Depending on your answers, your doctor may perform a urine test, a blood sugar test, an ultrasound, a bladder scan to see whether urine remains after emptying, and for men, sometimes a prostate examination. In many cases, these simple tests are enough to identify the cause. What can you do? 825. If your symptoms are mild, a few simple changes may help. Try to avoid excessive caffeine and alcohol, stop drinking large amounts shortly before bedtime, keep track of how much you actually drink, and consider keeping a bladder diary for a few days. If your symptoms continue, don't ignore them. Getting the right diagnosis is the first step toward effective treatment. When should you see a doctor? 905. You should seek medical attention promptly if frequent urination is accompanied by blood in the urine, fever or chills, severe back pain, difficulty urinating, excessive thirst, unexplained weight loss, or severe pain. These symptoms could indicate a condition that requires medical treatment. Conclusion. 945. Frequent urination is one of the most common urinary symptoms I see as a urologist. In many cases, the cause is harmless, but it can also be the first sign of an underlying medical condition that shouldn't be ignored. The good news is that once the cause is identified, treatment is often straightforward and highly effective. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more evidence-based urology videos every week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.